Shopify have just released the AI Toolkit, which is really cool, and it allows you to manage your store using Claude. I've tried it, it works really well, so let's do it together now. So first, we're going to go to the Shopify AI Toolkit page on the developer documentation, and then there's these two sets of instructions here of how to install it. So I'm going to be installing it with Claude Code, and it gives you the code to copy. So first, I'm going to open the terminal. I'm going to launch Claude, dangerously skip permissions. I launch Claude this way so that it doesn't keep asking me about permissions and things like this. So I've initiated Claude, and now I'm going to paste in that command. So plugin marketplace add Shopify AI Toolkit. So it's successfully done that. And now there's the next command. So install the plugin. I'm going to copy that in. And you see it's giving me these options at the bottom here. So install for you, install for all collaborators, or all these other options. So I'm going to install it for you. So user scope. That is done now as well. Now if I click on reload plugins, so that looks all good. And now what is the next step? List out all of my active products on Shopify. It's probably going to ask me then for a link to my Shopify store to help me finish the setup. So let's see. It's asked me if I want to run the query directly against the store to fetch the results. I've said yes. So now it's asked me, for what is my store URL, basically. So my Shopify store URL. So I'm going to paste that in now. So if I look at my actual website, the actual shorthand account name is actually John's Nutrition. So I'm just going to paste this in instead. So John's Nutrition. Now it's going to load up. My website is now authenticated. It's going to proceed. It's loading the store info. And it's listing out all of my active products. Super cool stuff, right? And now let's show you some extra stuff. So let's first look at analytics, and then let's look at editing actual store themes and stuff like this. So first thing is what was my revenue for the past 30 days? What is my average order value and website conversion rate? Isn't this insane? It's literally querying my store. I mean, I'm just thinking of all of the different possibilities you can do now that we have a direct connection to my Shopify store. I can ask it for analytics. I can ask it for monthly reporting. I can ask it for customer lifetime value, all this kind of stuff, man. It's so cool. Okay, so it's now asked access to my store analytics. Of course, I'm going to say yes. Have everything you need. Damn. Okay, let's go. I don't know about you guys, about what other software you've added into your Claude stack, but I've added pretty much my entire work stack at this point. Okay, cool. So here's your store summary for the past 30 days. Total revenue, average order value, sessions, and conversion rate. Awesome. Okay, now what was my customer lifetime value over the last 6 months? So this is more of a tricky question, right? Because Shopify might not necessarily have this in the reports that easily. So maybe it's going to have to do some calculations and things like this. And normally, before, I had to get an app called Lifetimely, and that told me all of my customer lifetime value statistics and all of these kinds of things. But let's see if this can also find this out. You see, so Shopify doesn't have a built-in customer lifetime value metric in the Shopify QL, but I can calculate it from component metrics. So it's actually going to calculate these metrics from the data that it can get. So it's got the revenue, it's got the orders. Let me fix the customer queries. And here you can see it's calculated customer lifetime value. So it's calculated the average order value, the purchase frequency on average, and the customer value over 6 months. So the average order value times the purchase frequency is about a $45.21. And then estimated annual customer lifetime value is 6 months times 2, 12 months. So it's about a $90 customer lifetime value. Right, so then it's justified all of this, and it's 6 months customer lifetime value suggests that more customers are single purchase buyers right now. Given that supplements are consumable, there's a significant opportunity to increase purchase frequency through subscription offers. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Thank you, Claude. It's provided me the insight and suggestions. Insanely powerful. So now that we've seen that it can look at the data that I have, can it also start actually editing the website design itself? So if I look at my website, let me just load it up, lifetropics.com. You see, this is kind of the design that I have. So I've got all my supplements, my reviews, etc. But can I, like, for example, like edit maybe this part? And to do this normally, I would have to go in and I'd have to edit the website theme. But let's see if it can edit the actual theme for me. So edit the homepage title. Change it to, let's say, science-backed supplements for real results. So I'm changing the word true results to now real results. And obviously I'd have to normally do that within the theme editor. So let me click go. And now it's looking for where it is in the theme. And it's figured it out. It's figured out the steps. It's going to find the main theme ID. It's going to read the template, find the correct section, and it's going to update the section. And I've just skipped ahead, but you can see now it's actually done this. So it's changed the science-backed supplements for true results to science-backed supplements for real results, and it's applied the update to my live theme. So let's check this out. I'm going to now open my website. I'm going to refresh it. And you see it's now edited the actual copy on my theme. Insane stuff. So, I mean, I'm going to play around with maybe some more of the different commands and everything. Maybe I'll build some skills. But it's looking super promising, really exciting. If you haven't tried it yet with your Shopify store, definitely do so. And I'm going to be doing more Claude tutorials for operators and professionals alike. So feel free to subscribe if you liked this video.